I'm so excited to see what you think of this one.
Yeah.
Hopefully I haven't overhyped it.
Maybe I should get to opening this episode.
Hey, that sounds like a good idea.
I like it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. Across the table from me is my co-host, Mr. W2. Hello.
Good evening.
We're trying out another whiskey tonight. It's a American single malt whiskey, but I'm going to leave the overall description up to Mr. W2. Tell us all about it, sir.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This is one that I stumbled upon. This was a unexpected purchase when I was up in Weston, up at the Whiskey Snug. Mm-hmm. I was getting a pour of the members' pour of the month, mm-hmm. and they had quite a few to choose from, and all of them were ones that I had not had yet. So I relied on our bartender. Relied on her to give me a recommendation, and she recommended this one. She said that it was a personal favorite of hers out of them, and had heard from feedback that it was widely enjoyed. So I tried it out and got a pour, headed on upstairs, got my laptop out, sat down, got all settled in, mm-hmm. and took a sip and was not disappointed at all.
All right.
This is it's Courage and Conviction Cuvee.
Kind of a mouthful there.
It is. It is from Virginia. This particular batch or selection was one made specifically for the Whiskey Snug.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But this is one from Virginia Distillery Company.
Oh, okay.
So this is a single cask American single malt whiskey. It is aged a minimum of 4 years. The maturation on this is first fill European red wine Cuvée casks.
Okay.
And they make this in their regular Courage and Conviction, I believe, sits right at or just above 80 proof. Mm-hmm. This one is at 118.4 proof.
Oh, boy.
So it's got a little kick to it. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. There's so much flavor in this. And
when you read the appearance and color of it, it says here on the paper, medium amber, but I might call that almost a dark amber.
I was going to say, to me, it's very dark in color compared to so many other whiskeys that we have tried.
We'll pop the top here. I don't know if we talked about it before. We've talked about it before. It's got a little composite top. That's a heavy topper.
Yeah.
Like, is that?
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like it's a metal topper.
Yeah.
With the composite.
Give you a little pour here. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me give you the topper back. It reminds me of the Tennessee topper.
Yeah, that was a cool topper.
That was a like a hardwood.
Man, just pouring this, it smells amazing.
I mean, even in the glass, the color just is so dark and rich.
Yeah. What do you got on the nose?
I'm pulling a lot of chocolate, some berries.
Yeah, I'm getting a fruitiness for sure. Not dried fruit, but like fruit. Like a bowl of, like you said, berries. Like mixed berries. Delicious berries.
Maybe a hint of clove.
Well, it smells great. I'm going to get some on the mouth here, see what I think. Holy shit.
That 118 kicks a little.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it. Wow, what a complex flavor. Yeah, it's got so much going on there in the flavor, and it happens so fast.
All the heat, I feel like, is just right up front.
Yeah, it's up front.
And it just is, it's gone before you're even at the finish.
I'm still trying to process the heat before it takes its exit, takes off, and you're just stuck with all these different flavors in this. What makes this taste like this? What's it say here in the notes?
This says, well, first off, the description leads with Virginia Distillery Company has released the flagship single malt that we've all been waiting for. Courage Conviction Cuvee Single Cask is an American single malt whiskey aged a minimum of 4 years, made from 100% malted barley.
Okay.
And is matured in first fill European red wine Cuvée casks. So that's where a lot of the dark raspberry, chocolate kind of notes I think are coming from.
Oh yeah, and it says right here in the nose, plum, dark raspberry,
plum,
rich chocolate.
That's the other,
and clove.
Yeah, that's the other fruit flavor.
Yeah, as you were saying.
These casks undergo STR treatment, meaning shave, toast, and rechar. We read something very similar about that with the Basil Hayden toast. And the toast in the name is from them shaving down the char on the inside of the barrels and then re-charring and re-toasting.
Yeah, they shave it at least like 4 to 6 millimeters.
So apparently they do that.
They deconstruct the barrels. Like they take the staves down, shave it all down, to where all that char is gone, and then they re-char the thing, and then reassemble those barrels, and then char them again.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
This process releases beautiful sugars and aromas from the wine casks, along with additional caramel, toffee, and vanilla flavors. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Our single cask offerings are bottled at cask strength, a proof unique to each cask. Okay. I did notice that on the label, the proof is actually handwritten on there. So, yeah, each cask has a unique proof to it.
Yeah, and this is cask number 1,234. That's a lot of casks. I mean, no telling how many they made. Could be 1,250, could be 1,500, could be 2,000.
As our blenders taste the progress of the whiskey aging in Cuvée casks, a few special discoveries are hand-selected and set aside. These extraordinary casks show a range of depth and complexity, maximizing the influence of both the specialty Cuvée red wine cask and Virginia's dynamic climate. Each single cask bottling has its own unique flavor profile. The whiskey showcases its natural color and is not chill filtered.
Yeah.
Next paragraph is the Blue Ridge Mountains of Central Virginia are better known for moonshine and renegade distilleries.
Yes, sir.
We've talked about them a few times. Virginia Distillery Company is changing all that. The late Dr. George G. Moore moved to Virginia from Ireland in 1970. I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah.
We've actually heard and read quite a bit about distillers, whether they're moving here from Ireland or Scotland or whatever, or they're at least getting their schooling.
Yeah, they're second and third generation, immigrant or whatever, and then going back to the homeland, motherland, and then learning all their stuff, and then coming back and putting it to good use here.
That right there answers the question for me because, as I was making my way down through this and noticing on the bottle, it is listed as an American single malt whiskey, why only? And so I've been scratching my head going, okay, if this is an American single malt, where's the connection? Why are they using whiskey with Y only and not EY if it's an American whiskey? And that right there is going to be the Y. Moved to Virginia from Ireland in 1970, where he raised his family and dreamed of making whiskey. In 2011, that dream became a reality when he founded Virginia Distillery Company with his wife, son, and daughter-in-law. Family business.
Who continue to run the operation.
Like many startups, they started with a combination of house-distilled and sourced single malt. 2020 is a big year for them as their house single malt is center stage with plenty of production along with new product lines and finishings. So that's pretty cool. STR, shave, toast, rechar.
Yeah, I wonder how, if this guy invented it, did it say he invented it? No.
No, I don't think he
No.
invented it.
It's just the STR treatment. But yeah, this is good. But now Courage and Conviction American Single Malt Whiskey has arrived. It's 100% single malt spirit, made in-house and aged between 3.5 and 4 years. That time was spent in combination of casks, ex-bourbon, STR red Cuvee wine casks, and a variety of Spanish sherry casks. The combination delivers a creamy and delightfully complex palate, and boy howdy, I would definitely say it does. It's very fruity. It's not fruit forward. It's whiskey forward, of course, as it should be, but it's like it said before, dark berry, plum. You know, it's got the dark fruits. Is what comes to mind when you sip this and when you smell it.
Yeah, very much so. The price point on this I thought was really, really interesting. When I pulled this information, I actually went to Virginia Distillery, their website. This is listed, the cask strength version, which we have here, on their own website is listed as a $150 bottle. I got this at the Whiskey Snug for $65.
Wow. Huh. This is an amazing bottle, to be honest. And, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's no surprise to me that it could be a $150 bottle. But
I mean, there's so much going on with that.
Yeah. It gives you a lot to think about.
Every time I pull another whiff on the nose, I'm catching something new.
It says here on the mouthfeel or on the mouth taste, tart cherry, blood orange, cocoa, and burnt sugar. Again, the burnt sugar flavor profile shows up in our notes. I don't think I could point out burnt sugar in this flavor. Mostly, I think it's because my palate's getting confused with all the fruits.
Reading that, I definitely can pick up the blood orange and the tart cherry.
And the spices.
Yeah, that's really good.
Here in your notes, it says candied walnuts and ginger round out the finish. I would agree with the ginger. Maybe a touch of brininess. Not so much the candied walnuts. You think tart cherry is in there?
I think it is. Definitely on the palate.
Very well could be.
Yeah, I think between the plum and the dark raspberries and the cherries and blood orange, there is a bouquet of fruit. And like you said, it's not a dry fruit. It is a full, not in a fruity kind of a way. Just the combination of the citrics and the sweetness that comes from all these varieties of fruits.
Do you think this one could lend itself to a cocktail pretty easily?
I do. I think the cocktail would have to be selective.
Yeah.
But again, just based on the overly high proof of this, I think it could, the right cocktail, this will shine all day long.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of, maybe it's just because we were talking about it beforehand a little bit, the only thing I can think of that could compare to it as far as fruitiness goes without being as fruit forward would be the Von Payne, that Von Payne Dark. It had black currant, of course, and black currant kind of took the center stage on that, but it's a darker fruit. It's not like a dark stone fruit like plum is, but anyway, so the Von Payne lended itself pretty well to an old fashioned, and that turned out pretty good. I believe this one probably could too. Yeah,
I would agree with that. I would also think that my gut's telling me that a cocktail that features egg white for a little bit more of the creaminess that brings to it. The high proof of this, I think, will cut through and shine all day long, but the creaminess that an egg white component could bring to it could help balance and help find a nice happy medium between flavors.
And would that be shaking it before ice 15 seconds and shaking it with ice 30?
Yep.
Like we've done before?
Yeah. I'm thinking about the amaretto sour. Even though we're not picking up on it, they've got listed on the finish the candied walnuts. Amaretto is almond, so that's a little bit different, but the nuttiness that comes from an amaretto with this, and then a little bit of the egg white and our lemon juice. I think
Yeah.
would play
That would
pretty well
probably
together.
all pair quite nicely. I like on the bottle, it's got like this little...
Oh, yeah, the little medallion.
Yeah, and it spins around. It moves.
Does it?
Yeah.
I hadn't even noticed that.
Thought it did, yeah. Kind of moves a little bit somehow. Some kind of wizard bottle.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Says here, a handful of unique single casks are released annually, producing a limited number of extraordinary bottles. Please drink responsibly. I would agree, this is extraordinary. I'm going to get another little taste and see if I can come up with a 1 to 10. Do you have a 1 to 10 yet?
I'm still working on mine. It's going to be up there, though, which is why I came home with it.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time getting past the heat.
I'm just so amazed at, with as much heat that it immediately has, I feel like the heat just kind of falls away so quickly. I mean, it's like that charring process.
Yeah.
You know, it's hitting you full bore, and then it's just kind of...
Yeah, when it does fall away, it falls away pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. I'm enjoying one of these delicious chocolate chip cookies that Miss Katie made for us. We're real good. Kind of crunchy, kind of sweet, kind of delicious. Delicious.
chocolate chip cookie.
Get out of my house. It was fun having her on for Mother's Day. I'm glad she got to hang out with us and we could have a cocktail or two and talk about Mother's Day things. I wasn't sure she'd ever join us. She's got her hands full with Henry, and he's a handful.
He is a handful.
Mm-hmm. So earlier, before we went on here to try this Courage Conviction offering from Virginia Distillery Company, I posted it to the Kansas City Whiskey Guild group on Facebook, and yeah, we've only got one comment on this one. Like we've posted other ones, and there's been plenty of interaction. Sometimes not. This one's one of those. Sometimes not. But this person, she says, it's a great one. I have a bottle of it as well. So if you're a lady looking for a nice, very interesting bottle, maybe you follow her example and get one for yourself.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if it's worth $150. Join the Whiskey Snug.
Well, and that was just their price. I mean, as a member, you get 5% off of that, but their price on it was $65.
Huh.
So I don't
wonder why it's so different.
Yeah, no idea.
Maybe it's just a regionally specific price.
But it came in I've got several bottles of scotches and Irish whiskeys that come in the tubes. Mm-hmm. And, it's always cool to get a bottle that has the fancy tube or whatever. This one came in a tube as well, but I've never seen a tube like this. It actually is like padded on the inside, and it's a super nice packaging with it. But
probably something that you can buy and ship.
Probably, yeah.
Friend or family member, and it would get there in one piece. Yeah, it's got a little foam insert there for the neck. Oh, that's almost like a koozie or something down here at the bottom. Mm-hmm. It's not, but it's almost like it is.
Yeah, it definitely is ship ready.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's not only a shipping container, but it's got a way to keep it still within the shipping container itself, so it won't move around inside. If you've bought anything off Amazon, it might be fragile. It's definitely broken by the time you get it.
And this
whoops.
And this is a taller than standard bottle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's as tall as the High West bottles, but it's definitely taller than a standard bottle is.
It's a very nice looking bottle.
But I dig it.
Mm-hmm. Rounded shoulders like a lady. I don't know. I was kind of wiggling my head back and forth like a lady. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Waggle, waggle. It's not like doing the giggity, the quagmire thing, but whatever. I really have no other way to describe it than like if you spin a top on a table, you see the handle, the little finger handle of the top going waggle, 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 with the head kind of. That's what I was doing.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Please, ask me to reenact it anytime, wherever we are, dear listener. I will happily reenact it. Do you have any closing thoughts on this one? Maybe a rating for it?
I guess I haven't given a rating yet, have I?
Yeah, neither one of us have.
No. Fuck it. I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8? Yeah. You know what? I was gonna give it an 8 too. Why? Why would you give it an 8?
It's got a great complex flavor profile.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit more heat than I would typically like in a daily type of a drink. Mm-hmm. But the heat dissipates so quickly that the heat's okay. And yeah, the barrage of flavors in that profile are just really, really good. Mm-hmm. It's great by itself. Mm-hmm. I can only imagine what this would taste like paired with the right cocktail. Yeah,
and those reasons are why I would throw an 8 at it as well. The complexity of flavor, the burn is there. For me, it didn't vanish quickly, but when it did, it was out the door. It was gone, and all you were left with was this myriad, berry basket of different, kind of dark fruits happening in here. Like the note said plum and dark raspberry and tart cherry, blood orange, chocolate torte, clove, cocoa, burnt sugar. It's all in there. Yeah. And it hits you. It hits you quick, and it lasts a while.
I think that's the difference between this and other, lower end hot whiskeys. We've talked about Jim Beam. We've talked about Evans Williams.
Yeah.
Is it Evans Williams?
Evan Williams.
Evan Williams. We've talked about them before as, those are very hot whiskeys, but they also don't have much in the form of a full, robust flavor profile. And so
what all you get is what you're trained to expect, which is
all you have is heat.
Yeah, the heat, the oak, some vanilla, some caramel, maybe.
It's like a hot pepper. There are a habanero pepper, which I love habanero peppers, but it is a really hot pepper that, and not that habanero peppers don't have a lot of flavor, but to me, they're more heat than they are flavor. A Thai chili pepper has a lot of heat, but they also have a lot of flavors going on too.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Whiskeys are very similar to that. Mm-hmm. This has a lot of heat to it, but it has so many flavors jam-packed in there with there that once that fire is extinguished, you still have a great tasting whiskey.
And I'm going to give it the 8, solid 8, because I believe it would lend itself great to cocktails. Mm-hmm. Probably more versatile than some of the other ones we've tried, like a Blanton's or the Basil Hayden toast that we tried. Even though the Basil Hayden toast, I think would lend wonderfully to cocktails, I think it would lend wonderfully to certain cocktails. Mm-hmm. This Courage and Conviction, I think, would probably be able to run the gamut and be a decent contender for a top version of a cocktail. The Courage and Conviction Cuvee, which I think that's the first time I've A, seen that word, and B, said that word. I probably said Cuvee 15 times today because of it. Well, dear listener, if you're looking for something that may be a little high in proof, but is definitely a contender for one of the best American single malt whiskeys that we've tried, according to the Savor the Burn podcast, we both give this a solid 8. Look for the Courage and Conviction Cuvee offering from Virginia Distillery Company. It comes in at what'd you say it was 118?
118.4. This is the cask strength.
Yeah.
So apparently they do make another version that is, I think it's maybe 80 or 84-ish proof, but yeah, this is 118 proof,
which is pretty high proof. But I'm pretty sure you can use this in all kinds of cocktails, or just drink it neat. Because like drinking it neat really isn't that much of a chore. Like we said, the burn is there, but it goes away, and once it goes away, you're left with a really wild assortment of a flavor profile. So yeah, if you have a different opinion on it, please let us know. You can check us out on the savortheburn.com website that W2 has artfully put together. It's always changing, always being updated, whether it be the liquor cabinet or the cocktails that he's putting in there, or the different links to our to the different podcast apps that you can listen to us with, included but not limited to Spotify, Audible, Apple Podcast, Google, Samsung, and many, many more. You can find us on all socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Search for Savor the Burn or at Savor the Burn. Definitely hit us up on YouTube. Click subscribe on our YouTube channel. And if you want to send us an email savortheburninfo@savortheburn.com. Email me personally, Jonathan, at savortheburn.com, and email Wayne, W2, @savortheburn.com. And as always, no matter who you are, where you are, or who you're doing it with, always keep in mind to keep on burning.